Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be going over Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and she's pregnant with her first kid. Um and there's a lot of questions surrounding the internet of what's going on. Did she cheat on her ex-husband, who she's now in the middle of divorce proceedings with? What's going on with her new boo, aka ex-boo, that's new boo, that's dating boo slash father of the kid boo? Yeah. So I wanted to take a look, see what's going on, what's coming up next for Gypsy, and kind of go from there. So if that interests you, stick around. And if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see, and let me know if you like this type of content by hitting the like button down below. I appreciate all the engagement as it helps my channel grow, and it allows you guys to see more content like this if this is kind of what you like seeing. So yeah. So another quick disclaimer out of the way. I just want to say, remember, everything I'm going to be sharing here today is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, just my opinions, and nothing else. So if you guys want to use the information I'm sharing to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not going to force this down your throat. So yeah. So, without further ado, I just want to kind of take a look at what's going on for Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Her new boo, or the ex that she's now dating again, and then I want to take a look at her husband that she's getting divorced from. So, if I'm not mistaken, the ex is Ryan, the new one is Ken, or the one that she's reconciled with again is Ken. So, let's go from there and just see what's the dynamic that's going on right now. So we have Gypsy, which is the strength card reversed. She's weak, or like we're in like a moment of weakness. It's not that she is weak. It's like she's in a moment of weakness, or she's being seen as this small innocent individual who then needs protecting with the baby. So, okay, let's take a look at her current partner, who's apparently allegedly the father. We see the world. We're starting a new cycle for him. So, like, in the terms of relationships, it's like I'm starting something new. I don't know if he has kids already, but it's like I'm going into this next stage. I'm starting a new cycle of life, starting a new relationship of some sorts. Let's take the energy in between the two of them. Oh, the sun reversed. Someone's wanting to start a new cycle. Someone's was in a moment of weakness, and there's unhappiness between the two of them. So yes, the sun reversed can be still a very happy card. However, seeing it reversed in this situation between two people, it's like we're in. I wonder if there were like struggles. There's struggles of like finding happiness within one another. So if they're fighting, if they have like disagreements over how they want to do things, like between the two of them, I don't I don't know if this is a dynamic that's here for the long term, especially with the sun reverse. It's like this is unhappiness. This is people who just aren't liking each other at the current. Okay, let's take a look at Ryan. We have the Three of Pentacles. He's hard at work trying to figure something out. Hard at work. Three of Pentacles is like three people working together to get stuff done. Odd for that showing up for him with us three. Let's take a look, and then we're okay. It's like he's here, and then there's like people working with him. So energy in between him and Gypsy. They're fighting like cats and dogs with the Knight of Wands. Reckless. There's barbs being thrown out against each other. It's like Ryan's trying to work on his shit. Gypsy's in a moment of weakness. Knight of Wands reversed reminds me of like barbs being like thrown again, like thrown at each other. So like whether that's words or just like actions, like really petty actions, but it's one of there's no control. We're out of control. Things are being said in the heat of the moment without thinking. and actions are being done without thinking. It's just for harming one another, it feels like. Then I want to actually see between Ryan and Ken and see what that vibe is. The Six of Pentacles. Da ba da ba. Da da dum bum bum. Okay. Are these two in? I don't know why. Like initially, when I first saw this, I was like, are these two in cahoots? Are these two working together? Are these two, like, do they know each other? Do they know of each other? Because, like, with the Six of Pentacles between the two of them, it's like there's an equal exchange here. It's like you take, it's like I'm giving you something and they're giving me something. Look at where these hands are. It's like he's giving up, he's giving down. And it's like, but they're both giving each other something. What is this? What? I'm gonna get a clarifier for that from the Tea Leaf Oracle. Because I'm like, are these two in like cahoots with something alongside with Gypsy? Because like these two are getting divorced, and like he's over here. It's like, did these two know each other like from beforehand? And like, are they on good terms? Because it's like, okay, so like this can be seen as like there's just two people, and it's like, okay, I acknowledge that you're with my person. I'm like, you're with Gypsy, and you know you can have her. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll take that. It could be representative of that, but like my initial feeling here is it's like these two are exchange, like this is an equal exchange. And then what this popped out was lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. I'm trying to get between Ken and Ryan here. What else is there to know? What other clarifiers can we get? One more? Okay. Okay. There we go. So, we have dark woman dealing with a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Gypsy. That is Gypsy. So, okay, so this is all about a woman, Gypsy. We have I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. And then we have Vine, seek out information that will help you. What? Are these two talking behind the scenes? Like, about Gypsy? Like has Ryan reached out to Ken and or Ken reached out to Ryan? About Gypsy? Because it's like, there's stuff that was like said to either Ken or to Ryan from one or the other about how Gypsy operates. Because it's like there's trying to get more information like on her, like what's going on, like because like the Six of Pentacles can also be about contracts. So like are these two like trying to figure stuff out on the back end? Like this is super weird. What's going? I'm gonna pull separately on Ken and Ryan because I am. What? Because it's like these two could just be like there's an exchange of information of something between the two of them that's separate from Gypsy. Because Gypsy's in a moment of weakness, unhappy with Ryan, unhappy with Ryan, unhappy with Ken. However, she's pregnant, so like understandable. And that, what the heck is going on between these two guys? Because this is weird. I'm gonna keep the Six of Pentacles out, and then kind of be like, okay, guys, like what is this all about here? Like what is this all about? Because I am curious. All right, so I'm gonna put that off to the side here, and then we're gonna do my typical spread here. Oh, great. Because what the heck is going on between Ken and Ryan? Because I expected them to be like, oh, we're like in a mutual like standoff. We don't need to, like, we aren't communicating. We aren't doing anything. We're just gonna, I'm standing by Gypsy no matter what. But like Six of Pentacles, like that's weird. That's like a contract. That's like equal give and take. This is two people like talking with each other. It makes me feel like there's some sort of dealings going on behind the scenes between the two. Like what? Weird. So let's just take a look at what the heck is the Six of Pentacles representing between Ryan and Ken. Heart of the matter, the Magician, communication, they're in communication in some way, shape, or form, in my opinion here. The Magician popping out, the Magician is all about communication. What are the frick are they talking about? They're talking about something. There's this business deal or some sort of exchange of information going on behind the scenes with each other. What in the world? The direct influence on the situations, the Ten of Pentacles, about family, money, legacy. Family, money, legacy. Is this about like the money? Is this about like gypsy stuff? But this is all about like family. But like, what are we leaving behind? Ten of Pentacles is also my internet community card, but these two are talking behind the scenes. They're communicating because of a family, because of... Did someone send them something on like online, or is there like information out there that like one of them knew about or was sent and it's like, you need to know about this? Because like this is also reminding me of like there are people around them that are, it's like, we want you. There's like people, like there's a community around them. I mean, what is Gypsy on the Love After Lockup series? Question mark. Am I right about that? Because it makes me feel like there are people around either of them that are like communicating with them, like in a community sense, not in a not like a familial community sense, but this feels like more of like a community of like maybe like a small or large town that's kind of around them, giving them information. So and like that's who's giving them information that they need to communicate about. Financial influence. Is there someone, because there's someone domineering here who's trying to control the money, who's trying to control the resources. So we know Gypsy's getting divorced from Ryan. Gypsy then got pregnant by Ken, allegedly. We're just going to keep this all alleged. And like with this Emperor here, this is someone who's like got a tight hold on finances, resources. This is someone who's domineering, wants all the resources. Is this about like how to protect themselves from like essentially having all their assets taken, or like getting taken to the cleaners for money in some way, shape, or form? Because there's someone here who's controlling it all. And it's like, we need to communicate because someone here is being controlling and domineering and not letting us have any say in resources, finances, money, yada, yada, yada. Hopes and fears here. We want to reveal secrets. We want to have secrets that have been hidden to be revealed, or to have them come out, or keep some hidden in some way, shape, or form. Because the moon reverse can be about keeping secrets hidden. When it's upright, it's like we're exposing different things. It's like we want to keep certain things secret from people, from others. A reminder, this is Ken and Ryan. It's like we need to keep things hidden. Unseen obstacle, the Queen of Cups reversed. I'm going to check something really, really quick here. Okay. I'm not going to be able to check what I wanted to check. But I want to see, is this Gypsy? Is this Queen of Cups Gypsy? Because like what I'm seeing here is like, this is a Queen of Cups reverse. This is an emotional, this is like a manipulative individual, manipulative feminine type of energy who's kind of like, who's going to get her way or get their way in some way, shape, or form. Not saying this is Gypsy, but I am saying this is a feminine energy. I don't know when Gypsy's birthday is. I forgot to research that before I did this video, but I would not be shocked if this is her with the Queen of Cups. This is someone who could have like a birthday in Piscean, Scorpio, or Cancerian season. So if she's a water sign, this could be her. But this is also just a highly emotional person who might be using emotions again to get what they want at the end of the day. All right. Challenges here. The Two of Pentacles. There's a Two of Pentacles reversed. They're trying to keep this information secret. But it's really difficult because with the Two of Pentacles, is like a decision is being made for us, but also like we're trying to balance two different objects. Like what I'm seeing is a set of scales in the hand, and we can't keep them balanced. Like money has to leave somewhere. Financial decision has to leave somewhere. It's like someone's going to be left without a pot to piss in, or someone's going to have to take on the responsibility of someone's gonna have to take on the responsibility of the baby. I wonder if they're connecting to see who the actual father is, because they're trying to figure out the timeline because they're not sure about the timeline. I'm wondering, because what's going for these two, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Are they? Because with the Wheel of Fortune here, like this is good luck, good opportunity. So like they're communicating, and this is good luck, good opportunity. So do they have a story? Like are they like comparing notes? Are they comparing stories? And the stories aren't lining up. And now like things are coming up roses. We have new stories, new things coming. They're in the past, we have the Devil reversed, El Diablo. So bad intentions, toxicity, can be related to party favors or alcohol in some way. What? And then in the future, the Seven of Cups. We don't get there aren't any options in front of us. We get to see a clear path forward of where we need to go. Are these two taught? Like, I want to see what's going on, but like, are these two sure that either, like, are they trying to figure out it feels like they're trying to figure out who the father is. They're in communication with this deal. Like, they're in communication, but they're trying to figure out, I think, who's the family, because someone's not giving them information or the resources that they want. They've been keeping it pretty tight-lipped. They're trying to expose secrets, where they're trying to unveil secrets, but it's becoming very difficult. There's a Queen of Cups here who's kind of derailing the situation. We're trying to figure out something's not making sense in the timeline, or things just aren't like lining up either, because there's like there's the story that they know, and then there's the story that's been fed to them, and I think they're trying to figure out the timeline, because something isn't making sense to either of them. And it's like, okay, we have a story here, and I'm wondering if they're trying to compare notes, figure it out, because they're like, something isn't right here with either one of them, because in the past there feels like there was some toxicity, or someone trying to spin a narrative in some way, shape, or form that was benefiting them and kind of to the detriment of others. But there's a very clear path forward here. When it comes to Ken and Ryan, it's like they know the direction that they need to go in because they figured it out. I wonder if they were even pit against each other in the past by Gypsy. Okay. This is weird. I want to check something. So I want to check about who is this baby? Who's the father? Who's the father? Do we need to get on a Jerry Springer show? It's like, you are the father, because we need to go to paternity court. So let's take a look here. Who's the father? So what I'm gonna do to just check on this, I'm gonna take a look at Gypsy, and then I want to take a look at the potential fathers. Because I don't know if Ken or Ryan are either of the father. Allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. I'm like, do I need a third card to see who the father is? Oh, okay, I'm getting no. Okay, let's just see who the father of this baby is, because I'm not sure who it is. They say it's Ken, allegedly, but there's a timeline thing going on with Ryan as well. So let's just take a look here. Who is the father? Let's take a look at Gypsy. She's unhappy with who the father is. Or she's unhappy with this situation for some reason. The sun's reversed. We're unhappy with the situation. We have Ryan, the temperance. We're balancing out the good, the bad, the ugly. We're maintaining a balance when it comes to we're balancing out our expectations and what we expect and what we don't expect. Then that's Ryan, and here's Ken, which is Ken is the father, because that's the Empress. Empress is like the birth of something. So Ken is the father here. Why is Gypsy so upset though about this? Ken's the father. Yeah, Ken's the father. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Not with the Empress showing up. The Empress is all about the birth, new pregnancy. Yeah, he's the dad. If there's questions about the paternity of the kid, there isn't. It is 100% Ken, in my opinion here. Not with the Empress card showing up. So, but the Sun card, why is Gypsy so unhappy? Gypsy's unhappy with this baby. Why are you unhappy with the baby? Cause she's been putting, like, wasn't her like first YouTube video, like, we're going down mommy vlogger type of vibe going on here with Gypsy. Yeah, so what the heck? Why are you so unhappy, my dear? You're inviting a little baby into your family. Why are you so unhappy? Or maybe it's not unhappiness, but like, it definitely feels, it could be a bittersweet moment where it's like, I'm super, super happy, but it's like, I'm overwhelmed by my happiness, or I'm scared of my happiness. So, let's take a look here. What's going on, Miss Gypsy? Why are you unhappy? Put that off to the side. Heart of the matter. This was done for intentions that weren't meant for, like, okay, so with the double first card pull, what I would say here is we're unhappy because you could say the plan didn't go together as expected, but she did this out of not the intent to have a kid, not the intent to bring a new life into this world to love, raise, and cherish. The reason why she brought this, why she's pregnant, is because of more toxic means. We'll get into it, but really at the base of it, it's like this was the reason why the reason she's unhappy with this pregnancy is because of a toxic mindset is kind of what I would maybe go with here. Direct influences. We did this without thinking. It's the Fool card. Financial resources. This is a burden that we were not expecting, not prepared for, and we're kind of ill prepared for. So we need to restructure things around us, because we did this without thinking too much about the future here. Remember, we did this out of not the best intentions. Hopes and fears. This is going to cramp my style. I'm not going to be seen as this fun, sexy, fun person anymore. I'm losing that vivacity. I'm losing that shine. I'm losing the passions and stuff that I'm known and seen for. Is she unhappy to be a mom? No. But is there a lot of worries that we did this for the wrong reasons? Yes. And that, like, it's going to cause where she's trying to maybe be this young, hip, cool person who's trying to live out her teens and her 20s now, as she's 31 or 32, and now she's had to relive that, and now she's going straight into motherhood. Like, she's not able to be wild and free, as I think if she would be able to be wild and free right now, I think it would be helpful to her in the long term, because then she is being that wild, free, carefree person who's going and doing all these different things and essentially living out her 20s in her 30s, because that's when she's able to do it. But again, I'm not Gypsy. We kind of just went full-heartedly into this. Unseen obstacles, we have this Knight of Cups. So I don't know zodiac signs. My computer's not letting me do that right now. But like there is this person who's kind of coming in with an offer of love, an offer of doing things. So I'm wondering if she's pregnant and then like someone makes an offer of love or a declaration of love, and so like she goes to the next new shiny thing, or the person who's going to love her and support her through all the things that she's doing. Because looking before at Ken, he was like, yes, I'm starting a new cycle. Remember, he's talking with Ryan, and that's because of timelines. There's something with the timeline, even though he is the father, but there's some sort of hesitation or something going on there. I'll have to pull separately on him to see how he's doing in this whole situation. But the challenge here is the Queen of Swords. She's gonna she's not gonna put her foot in her mouth, but she's gonna come off cold in some ways. Very logical, very unfeeling. The heart is locked into a cage, so she's just speaking her mind and speaking how she wants to speak, and that might ruffle some feathers amongst the community and people around her, because she's like, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, even if you're not gonna be happy about it. The Queen of Swords is a very blunt person who's just gonna say it like it is. So that could be it, or in her case, this could be like a feminine energy around her who's kind of telling her, why the heck are you doing this? Who's essentially being the voice of reason, and that voice of reason is kind of cutting through, and it's like, dang, I didn't do the right thing. Oh, this isn't good. Oh my goodness. It's like making her second guess her decisions and kind of really putting things into perspective. So, I mean, this could also be like, I think she has a sister, and like the sister might be trying to get through to her and be like, what are you doing? Okay. What's going for her though is the Six of Cups. Is like having a kid would be, I think, extremely. When she says that, like, I want to provide better experiences and be a better mom than what I had experienced as a kid, like 100%, like this her having this child is an extremely healing moment for her, and I think would be extremely like healing in helping address some of her childhood trauma and making her address it in very concrete ways that she's not going to be able to escape from, or distract herself from. So I know, what was it? I was talking to a few friends of mine and family members who are parents, and they're like, yeah, our kids like made us think about our childhood and the things that we were or weren't allowed to do and how that's affected us to this day, and having us have to address things that maybe we didn't like our parents doing, but now we are actively trying to change. So when I look at Gypsy in this grand scheme of like what's going for her, like this child is going to help heal her inner child, because she's going to have to address things, and it's an extremely healing moment, and it's her taking the initiative to break generational trauma and generational, it's not just generational trauma, but generational like ways of living, ways of thinking, and flipping it on its head. It's like, I want to say curse, the curse that follows on her mother's side of the family ends with her, because she's now being able to take care of her child in a different way and raise them to be in a different environment that is conducive to having healthy relationships and having healthy interactions and having just being a healthy kid who doesn't have a manipulative person or someone who is going to use their child to gain something from the world. If you can kind of, in some way, shape, or form, like that's what this kind of feels like. All right. So in the past for her, it's Judgment. So this is something I think she's always wanted. I think she's always wanted to be a mom. I think this kind of came up. This scenario came out of nowhere for her. With the Judgment card here reversed, it makes me feel that, one, I think she's always wanted a kid, but two, there is a little bit of like a projection here of like, here's my projected life that I want. Here's the things that I want. And if you see something around an individual that's like slipping away, if like, this is what I want, I'm like, you don't want it to leave. So you're trying to grasp a hold of whatever you can to make it stay. Doesn't mean it's the healthiest way, because like you're clinging to something that wants to leave, or you're clinging to something that's not meant for you, and it's bound to cause heartache or trauma or challenges in the future, because it's like you're trying to hold on to something that's just not meant to stay, in my opinion here. And then in the future we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. I'm gonna try and find something really quick. Okay, that's not working. Wonderful. I tried to pause the video to go and look this up, but alas, we're just gonna have to end, because this is, because like with the Two of Pentacles, what I'm feeling here more is, why is she unhappy? She's going to, oh, that's what this is. Okay, so when it comes to having her baby, and what I'm feeling here, remember, all alleged, my opinions, no facts. But what I'm feeling here is, we're going to have our ups and downs days. I mean, as every parent. But this makes me feel more like we're having to balance not just resources, money, but this feels very much like mental health of some sort. I don't know if Gypsy has talked about like her struggles with how she's dealing with past traumas, or with what she perceives to be real and what she perceives to not be real. But because with this Two of Pentacles here, like we're seeing like this ball of light, and then the very physical part of the bag, right? And what I'm feeling here is like we have this projection of what we want, of this thing that we want and that we see. However, that is so very, very, very different than what we have in reality. And we're being kind of shot down into reality instead of having like this blissful, picture perfect, beautiful arc of light, beauty, harmony. Everyone's here, all hands on deck for taking care of a baby. Instead, it's like the reality is setting in. The reality is going to start setting in for Gypsy. It's like, I'm having a kid. I'm having a full-blooded kid who is my full responsibility. I have to take care of them. Like, it's a quite a bit of responsibility. It's like, in reality is setting in of what the situation is actually going to call for, and not some idealistic version of what we think having a kid is like. And that's what this kind of feels like here in the future. It's like reality is setting in of what this all entails now. This isn't just like some cutesy little fling, though. This is like an 18, 20, this is the lifelong commitment. This is a lifelong commitment to your child. And I don't know if, in my opinion here, if Gypsy is ready for that realization yet. So, because she's never been taught that having a kid has been a lifetime commitment, because that's not what's been taught to her. She's been taught to be an object. So she's having to confront the reality of, this is my baby, this is my child, this is my responsibility, and this will be my responsibility for the rest of my life. And I know that's not the case for every single person out there, but it feels like with the Sun, this is a very being overwhelmed, happy but overwhelmed sort of situation for her. Okay. So next I want to see, how's Ryan doing? No, not Ryan, Ken. How's Ken doing in the situation of the baby? Also at the bottom of the deck was the Three of Swords. So heartbreak. Again, I don't know how long Ken... Yep, I don't know how long Ken's going to stay around. Alright, so Yeah, I'm gonna take a look into. I want to take a look into Ken and Gypsy just together, because like I said, we did see that unhappiness between the two of them. I want to see what's kind of that source of unhappiness here. So let's just take a quick gander between the two of them and see what we got going on. Alright, and now I'm just hearing Stacy's mom has got it going on. Oh boy, wonderful. Okay, one more quick shuffle and then we will get into it. Alrighty. So what is going on between Ken and Gypsy? What's going on between them? What is going on? What's kind of the energy around them? So we have the World. This is the start of something new for the both of them. I think they're both very excited about the baby. Overwhelmed, happy, excited, happy, nervous, happy, anxiety. Okay. Brand new beginnings. Direct influence, though, is the Star reversed. It's like their youth is being taken away from them, or like the fun parts of them are being taken away from them. The Star, yes, can be like you're big, you're bold, you're bright, you're beautiful. Seeing it reverse is like everything's kind of being dimmed. And what I'm kind of getting here is like, okay, it's like the shine is starting to come away from the two of them. It's like we're getting into parenthood. We're having to be more serious, not so much fun, flirty, living life up on the town. Like this is kind of, we're having to get very serious. The glitz and the glam, or the high speed of life, is starting to slow down a little bit. And that's kind of like the influence of like, yeah, so we're taking things, it feels also a little bit more offline or out of the public. They're also, I think, trying to restructure how finances are doing, because it's like we have to isolate certain finances. They're trying to figure out, it feels like here, how to not just, they're insulating themselves and isolating themselves, I think, a little bit from the people around them, or resources that they have, away from like maybe more risky situations or from other people, because it's like we're trying to protect ourselves more, from what we are, from protect ourselves more as we are like more public figures. The hopes and fears, there's a fight a brewing between the two of them. So there's, because like the Five of Wands is all about external conflict. External conflict. So like it feels like there's tempers flying on both sides a little bit. I'm not saying that they're like full on big ass fights, but there is a level of conflict between the two, where there is fighting with, I think, with one another, or with others outside of themselves, so like with family members or close friends, who are like, are you sure this is right? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because like, there does seem to be some conflict, either between the two of them or between them and people close to them. Unseen obstacles is the Two of Cups. Like I said, it does feel like there is a disconnect between the two of them at the current. Are they happy? Yes, but is there like a disconnect in love between the two? Yeah. Are they broken up? No, but are they falling out of love with one another? It feels like it, because the challenge here is the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who doesn't want to be alone. So the Nine of Pentacles, when it's upright, it's like this is the single lady in power. Seeing it reverse is like, I don't want to be alone. I want people around. I can't be alone. I want you around. I need to do this with someone. This person needs to come along. It's like someone who is afraid of being alone, because when they're alone, they don't know who they are, or they're afraid of being with themselves. And that's what this kind of feels like, I think, with a little maybe coming from Gypsy, where it's like, I don't want to be alone. I need people around. And it's going to be draining on this relationship, because they're like disconnecting. They're falling out of love. But what's going between the two of them is that it's a great, I hate saying it, but it's a great money-making opportunity for them. It's a great money-making opportunity for him. What's going from the Four of Pentacles reverse? This is money coming in. This is we're able to kind of easily have an inflow and outflow of money between us. Like, great money-making opportunity. In the past, Ace of Swords. This was something that they talked about, like an idea. Like, they did want to have kids one day. Whether or not they wanted to have them right now was a completely different story. But there was the idea, I think, to have kids. And then here in the future, breaking of contracts, breaking of the give and take. One person giving more, the other one taking more. And there isn't that equal exchange. But what this feels like, I don't think that they're going to be staying together. And I think there's going to be troubles with money. Troubles with money and who gets what. Who's paying for what. What's the contract? What's this child agreement for? Also, now someone is honking outside at people, and I'm like, what the heck? I apologize. Huh. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I'm losing my train of thought here. Okay. So in the future, we have this breaking of contract. Gosh, darn it all. I am so sorry. I am now just getting all out of sorts. So I'm going to do one more thing here, and then I'm going to end it. So with Gypsy, we are going to just do one last thing, and that is going to be Miss Gypsy Rose. What are we... So, like, when it comes to this, like, agreement with Ken, what are we... What? I'm sorry, y'all. The beeping, the honking outside has completely, I think, gotten me out of my flow. Oh, gosh. So, actually, I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm getting a little bit miscombobulated now. If you guys enjoyed that reading, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if I hit on something, maybe between that Ryan and Ken. That was a really, really interesting... There's something going on with the timeline there. I think, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoyed this, if you guys want to see more like this, what other readings you'd like to see. If you want to stick around to see what type of those types of readings, I would highly suggest hitting that subscribe button. And you can head over to my community tab post, most recent one, and that probably has the reading options for the week, so you guys can vote there for what readings would you like to see on the channel. And yeah, so you guys get to have a say in what's posted here. So without further ado, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night whenever you are watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!